Phillips from Vegas Unwrapped.
And I'm the other guy, Ricky Cash.
The other guy, Ricky
The other
Cash.
guy, yeah, from Brooklyn.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
What are we doing Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m.?
We are going to be on Vegas All Net Radio.
Really?
Yeah.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to do Vegas Unwrapped.
Which is?
We unwrap Vegas 1 week at a time.
The things that make you say, I didn't know that exists.
Did that really exist?
I think so. Vegas Unwrapped, Phillips and Cash, every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Don't miss it.
Be there.
Views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect those of Vegas All Net Radio, its affiliates, or its parent company.
Time to unwrap Las Vegas right here on VANR. That's VegasAllNetRadio.com, which means it's time for Vegas Unwrapped. The phone lines are open at 702-483-4444. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Aaron Phillips and Ricky Cash.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio, coming to you live from the Vegas All Night Radio studios in beautiful downtown not really downtown, centrally located Burbank, Las Vegas, Nevada. Want to thank you for joining us. 702-483-4444 is our number. You can also Skype us at Vegas All Net Radio. Joined by my cast of characters is my partner, Mr. Ricky Cash. How are you, sir?
I am just so overwhelmed with the sea of red that I'm looking at.
The sea of red.
Wow, look at those headphones.
Oh.
Bobcat.
Well, you know, it is the
Bobcat,
Chinese New Year, and you're supposed to be wearing red.
But Bobcat has gone all red, plus a Vegas Unwrapped T-shirt.
He's in the know.
Wow, I'm speechless.
Also joining us tonight, as always, in front of the camera now that he's got a remote control to use with his camera, Mr. JPEG John Stiles. How are you, JPEG?
I'm good.
Doing good, and of course,
doing really good.
Of course, behind the board, pushing all the buttons, playing all the soundtracks, all in his red glory, is the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. Bobcat. How are you, sir?
Good evening, gentlemen, and as always, good to be a part of the show.
Absolutely. We want to welcome everybody for tuning in tonight. Coming up here after our first break, our first guest, you may know her as the co-host of Spotlight on Vegas Business with Mark Weinberger every Tuesday at 3 to 4 on KLAV and 4 to 5 right here, or 5 to 6 right here on VANR. But she was recently appointed the Director of Membership of the Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce, and she'll be in studio to talk about that and what that means for the city.
Va-va-voom.
Va-va-voom. And she's supposed to be donning her Ricky Cash fan club T-shirt tonight, Mr. Cash.
Wow, that would be tremendous.
I told her you'd be very excited about that.
That'll make your eyes bug out.
Nah, I already shaved for the occasion.
I know you did. Unwrapped Treasures coming up in the second hour, maybe some celebrity birthdays, dates in history, and some odd news and notes with which we'll discuss throughout tonight's show. And so we got a whale of a show coming up here, Mr. Cash. What's cooking?
Well, it sounds really good. And, you know, when the second hour goes downhill, there are a couple of crazy incidents that happened this past week here in Las Vegas, and we're going to have to talk about them.
All right. They're crazy enough for the second hour of the show?
Second hour of the show. You know, when people go around shooting at each other, should be real interesting.
Yeah, but that's not usually the direction the second hour goes.
Well, it's downhill.
Well, that's true. That's
we can talk about pet peeves.
That's a pet peeve.
There you go.
I got
Is
one.
that?
Yeah,
oh,
that- in and out. She was here and gone.
She just probably want to let us know that she's here.
Yeah.
But we can get her to come into the studio. John, if you can wrangle her, that would be great.
Or
Not literally, of course.
She likes to be wrangled.
Yeah, exactly. So what's shaking this week, Mr. Cash? You had celebrated a birthday with your significant
Cammie's
other.
birthday, and that was really nice. From Crazy Cousin Gary, we got a nice $50 gift certificate
Right.
for P.F. Chang. So with President Ted and daughter Stephanie, the four of us went there on Tuesday night. We get to the restaurant, and I said to Cammie, so did you bring the certificate?
Right.
And, of course, she said no.
Oh, she left it at home, no less?
She left it at home.
Oh, no.
So we went flying back we left the two girls there, and we went flying back to the house.
So did you go to the P.F. Chang's on Charleston?
Yeah.
Also wasn't too bad.
Well, but, you know that's one lane almost.
All that traffic.
all the
Yeah, what
way
time did you
back.
go?
It was around 5:30.
Well, that was stupid to go at that time.
Well, duh. If we would have just gone there and just done it, would have not taken
that's
an
true.
hour to get back and forth.
That's true.
So that was nice. We had a nice celebration, and from there, it's been just a sleepy week.
A sleepy week, huh?
I've been telling you why I've been having some problems,
Right.
right? With the sleep.
Okay.
So I got on.
Don't bother me right now. I'm taking pictures.
Sorry, I'm next, baby. So.
So now we just lose cash for a couple of seconds. We'll have silence on the show.
Anyway, so I got a new medication,
right,
and without even
That
thinking,
explains a lot.
yeah,
and without thinking, I took one in the morning and one at night.
Mm-hmm.
Only supposed to take one a day, and they cause major drowsiness and knock me out. So that's why I've been literally sleeping almost half the day away, as well as sleeping at night.
And how long have you been on this new medication?
2 weeks. And and I just discovered it yesterday that it said on the bottle, because I'm wondering, why am I running out after only 2 weeks? This is wrong.
And probably you're supposed to be taking out one a day, like
night.
before bedtime.
Right, exactly. So taking one in the morning just blew it away. So anyway, Nicole's here, so what difference does it make?
Now you'll be awake, right?
Yeah, and she's wearing her Ricky Cash
Yes, she is.
fan club T-shirt.
Proud
which
member of
makes
the
my
Ricky
day.
Cash fan club. You
There
can
you
go to
go.
vegasunwrapped.net, check out the Ricky Cash fan club tab. For $10, $20, or $30 once a year, you can help us help others as we make contributions to our communities within
next-
our listening demographics.
Our next big contribution comes at the Henderson Relay for Life.
That's right, April 18th.
We believe.
We believe is the date. April 26th, I just found out, is going to be the new date for the Nevada Latino pageant. that I was-
Have we been selected to do this yet?
Not yet. I'm working on it. But
Do you have to speak in Spanish?
See,
no. See how well
See?
that works?
No, I know no. I know C.
No, Charlene Ruiz, who is the co-director of that pageant, she and I were here on Facebook before the show started. I'm hoping she's going to call in towards the end of the first hour, officially announcing the new date, and then hopefully I'll have some meetings with her and see what we could do to get us in there and MC it.
Did you take Spanish in high school and college?
See?
See?
Just high school.
I took it in college as well.
How did that work out for you?
About 10 minutes after the last class, I forgot
Uh-huh,
everything.
exactly.
Yeah, but when you move out here, you better know it, or at least
I can
be able
count
to
it.
get by on it.
Yeah, I can count it. That's about it. But fortunately, and I actually said something to her when I first met with her a couple of weeks ago. We're not going to have the Spanish language nailed. They will all be speaking English.
However, we'll throw in a couple of good expressions.
Not if it's in the script.
bueno.
I'm sticking to the script this time.
No delish.
no deliciosos.
Oh, my goodness.
No, that got us in trouble apparently. So
Apparently.
yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, well.
'Cause anyway,
It's all right,
move
we're
on.
going to pick it that one anyway.
That's we're gonna pick it.
Sure, listen, we have to stand up for what's true and what's right.
Jeez.
Is the restraining order
No.
expired?
Hasn't lifted yet.
Exactly. Goes from one year to the next.
Kurt Busch got a new girlfriend.
Yeah, well, we saw what happened to his last one.
Jeez.
Unbelievable.
Who'd he get? Mother Teresa? I don't know. Jeez. All right, so that's going on. Nicole is here ready for her interview coming up on the other side of the break. And I know she's going to have a plethora of listeners as I've been watching her post all day to have people remember to tune in, and including one of our dear friends with Kathy Rickley, who's in Salt Lake City, says she'll have to catch it on podcast. And I quickly
I know,
messaged her and I
right?
said, oh, no, download the app.
That's right.
Listen live right now. 702-483-4444. Special shout out to all of our podcast listeners and
Right.
YouTube viewers who will be watching the video, of course.
We're
We
going
wanna
to just
thank you for
blow up
checking it.
tonight. We may be trending.
Trending?
What
is trending?
I think it's something where a lot of people
Everybody
listen.
is talking about you.
All right, well, on what social media platform?
Trending is still Facebook, and there's another one for Twitter.
Twitter.
It's Twitter. It's not Facebook. Twitter's the one that trends.
There-
And Facebook picks up Twitter's trends. But it's
but
Twitter
there's,
that
but
trends.
there's another one.
No,
Yes, going viral was definitely
that's
Facebook.
YouTube.
Ah, shit. Whoops.
Sorry, we don't have a 7-second delay here.
Shit.
Jeez.
Do you have any shout-outs?
I don't have any. Do you?
I always have shout-outs.
I know you do.
Yeah, because we got friends.
I know.
They're on the East Coast. You know, Jay Lee. She's
I saw she posted she's dropped some weight.
She's dropped some weight.
Yeah, about 20 pounds.
20
I saw.
pounds
Good
so
for
far,
her.
and she's got a house. Her and Adrian.
Oh, they finally got a house?
The grandmother's house. So they're it's in Audubon.
Is the grandmother still there?
No, she's out. No, she's alive, but she's out of that house.
She's out of that house.
And so they're fixing that up and doing all
Whose
sorts
grandmother, by the way?
of... Adrian's.
Adrian's.
Yo, Adrian.
Yeah, exactly.
But so that's going well.
Yo, Granny.
Unfortunately, for my other daughter, Stephanie, she's having a whale of a problem with that back issue.
Yeah, she got some issues.
Yep, and she looks like she'll probably have to go through a third surgery. Why? Because they didn't do the first two right.
Ooh.
And this new doctor has said to her, I think you have a pretty decent case here of medical malpractice. And you know what's interesting? Doctors usually don't go against each other.
They try to stick together.
They really try to stick together. So if he's saying that, that sounds like a pretty good deal.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, starting March 3rd, and you'll hear the commercials tonight, make sure you tune in on Vegas All Net Radio from 3 to 4 p.m. as the Tony Martini, My 50-Year Journey show.
Wow.
Will be making its reappearance here on Vegas All Net Radio. We'll be airing that from 3 to 4 right here in VANR, and featured weekly guest will be Carolyn Milne, author of Listen to the Angels Speak from Melbourne, Australia.
Right.
She'll be
We're
Skyping
going down
into the
under
show.
again.
We're going down under, and she'll be Skyping into the show, so you want to listen to that. So we're excited about that, to have Tony back on the air with us, and not only talk with Carolyn, but also share his many stories from his 50-plus years experience of
Are we going to have to pick him up?
really being in it. Huh?
Are we going to have to pick him up to bring him here? It is during the day of the show.
It is during the day.
Well, then we're okay.
So he should be okay to get here. So
Hey, I got one more thing before I need some get well
Wishes?
wishes out of the studio here.
Okay.
Lois's Michael.
Uh-huh.
They went to the doctor today.
Soccer fever?
Yeah, well, he's got serious arthritis of the spine,
Ugh.
which is making his legs almost, like the way I walk when I got the sciatica, worse yet.
Oh, man.
So let's wish him all the best of luck, and I'm hoping he gets some great meds. So when I come out there in March, we can share them.
Sure. I was just going to say,
Right?
so you can share.
But best wishes to
But
Michael.
read the bottle this time.
Yeah, right. Son of a gun.
Jeez
But
Louise.
according to Lois, he's got some good meds.
Well, I would think if you've got pain in your spine, I would think so.
Yeah, he's got the real good
You got
stuff.
some strong stuff. All right, Mr. Bobcat, you ready to take us to a Vegas Unwrapped Sports Desk?
I did not put the sports in because the way you've got our schedule here, you've got us pretty jam-packed. So could we wait to the second half of the hour for the sports? Because
Caught you off guard?
No, and I'll also tell you the reason why. Like most of your NBA games and college games are all West Coast games that ain't got a late start anyhow.
Okay,
so
that's fine. We
so
can
if
wait.
we could save that and we can do that.
So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go to a commercial a few minutes early, so it gives us more time with Mr. Cole, who's here in the studio.
Where do you come up with some
I
of
don't
these things?
frickin'
Do you
know.
think the mouth is working faster than the brain?
Yeah, but I'm not on Wellbutrin anymore.
But I was thinking.
Wish I was. Eileen really liked when I was on Wellbutrin, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That was a nice side effect.
You still have any left over?
No.
Oh, damn.
Problem is I couldn't talk. Like, not like tonight's
What do
any
you
better.
need to talk for?
Take us to
If
break.
everything else is going well.
I know.
You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, Jay Peg on the video side. Yours truly, the Bobcat on the board side. We're back with Miss Nicole right after this, everybody.
We pulled this one just for you. Do you recognize it?
I'm dancing.
Yes, you are. We'll let it
Tune in for the
play.
video for that. Where's my leg warmers and my
Right.
butt floss when I need it?
Exactly. Let's get physical. This was by Olivia Newton-John, wasn't
Absolutely.
it? Right, yes.
It is. It
That's
is.
because
Now, can we give a date on that one?
I don't know if he's got it. It's got to be in the early 80s.
1980, maybe?
Does it come up on the description there?
Yeah, I got a little shot for you. I'll give you a choice. 82, 84, or 87?
82.
84.
84.
There you go.
1984.
Nice.
My dad told me about that.
I was 12 years old.
Did they explain? You were 12 years old in 84?
Wow.
Yep,
I was 90.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
I was about
was.
90 then.
I was. I think that was the last time I weighed close to 100 pounds, too.
My leg weighed 100 pounds.
Fitness is a new thing for this 42-year-old.
The sultry voice that you're listening to besides mine is Nicole Taylor Sharp,
Oh, listen to him. What does he think this is, the summer?
co-host of Spotlight on Vegas Business with Mark Weinberger, that airs on VANR as well as KLAV Mondays and Tuesdays.
It does. We're double trouble.
But
Celebrity voice dubbed in.
there you go. Exactly. Exactly. But tonight, we're not talking about Spotlight on Vegas Business.
We're not.
Because last week, no, it was Monday. It was this week, right? It was this week. Nicole was appointed Director of Membership to the Las Vegas Health and Wellness Chamber of Commerce here in Las Vegas. Congratulations. That's a great position.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now,
nice,
for us
very
laymen,
nice.
what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, so other than it being a massive, just the universe opening up and giving me everything that I want in this world, gosh, how great is it to be able to wake up in the morning and know that you are going to be doing something all day long, that all of your skill set and your passion and your connections, things that you've been working for the last couple of years, just came together at the right time, place, and space. So the
I'll
loss...
let you know when that happens.
I only get to do it an hour a
You
week.
got to get ready. You got to be ready for it, and it'll come. So what the Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce is a newer chamber of commerce in town. It was founded. It's the brainchild and was founded a little bit more than a year ago by Raymond Wilson, a really interesting numbers guy. He's a banking professional and had a dream of grasping onto entrepreneurship, came up with a business plan, and tapped into the thought that this thriving, amazing section of our economy, health and wellness, fitness, could use a specific vehicle to help those businesses get out to the people who need it, and that's what the chamber is all about. So about a year ago, Mindy Taddy was the former director of membership, and her and Raymond and our good friend Danny Vegas with Danny Vegas Live Productions took this dream, this idea, and developed a chamber of commerce. There's almost 100 members now, and it's been just a little bit more than a year, and I officially took the reins on the 15th.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm really excited. I love small business. I'm a small business advocate, and been focusing on small business development through networking that I do with the lead team, and then, of course, the aforementioned radio show, Spotlight on Vegas Business. And then my personal business is in health and fitness. I've got a brand called The Fit Chicks, which...
Could you repeat that?
The Fit Chicks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that is basically a network of mostly ladies, but we've got some healthy hunks in there too that kind of band together and believe that through the right tools, support and accountability, education and information, anyone can achieve and maintain a healthy, fit lifestyle. I am a product of that belief and that philosophy. I've lost and maintained more than 120 pounds of excess weight, and yeah, now I'm excited to take all of that knowledge and information that I have in fitness and my business development side, and really create something in town to get all of those small health and fitness businesses an advantage that they need in order to really get out there and help more people.
It's John's fault. It's all John's fault.
What is?
He brought in the chocolate.
Oh, yes. Notice they threw it out from in front of her where she
And
was
actually,
sitting.
I'm seeing dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I got no hate for the dark chocolate out there. There's lots of antioxidants. A little bit of chocolate
it's
every
good
day.
for you.
It is good for
It
you.
is. It is. It is.
In moderation.
A little bit of chocolate every day is a good thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. My background is catering. I am not a person who does not live a passionate, full life, and I think you can live a healthy and fit life and still have a lot of joy and a lot of passion. It's just really tapping into what works for you, and that's something that the chamber can absolutely do, because whether it's Pilates that does it for you, we've got members like Symmetry in Motion. We just did a ribbon cutting for those ladies on Wednesday, or if you are into, if you want to try out the vegan lifestyle, we got a whole slew of vegans in there, all the way to... Gosh, we've got dentists in the chamber and natural healing homeopathic doctors. There's all sorts of things. So you got to find really what works for you.
So what's your goal for membership this year? What is your goal taking over this membership position with the chamber?
Well, as far as actual numbers, I'm going to at least triple the amount of membership as far as individual members. But what I really want to focus on this year is beyond just member retention and growing members. I really believe in the way that small businesses can just compete with the bigger guys is not to compete with the bigger guys, but through affiliations, corporate affiliations and nonprofit affiliations, really open up a lot of opportunities for widening your reach, getting some marketing piggybacking going on, increasing your exposure, and that's what we're focusing on. So, with that being said, one of the first projects that I was happy to bring into the chamber is an affiliation with a good friend of mine. Her name is Sydney Knott, and she heads up the Horses for Heroes program.
We know about that.
Yeah, I know you would. That runs out of Floyd Lamb State Park. The Horses for Heroes, along with Concerned Veterans of America and now the Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce, is spearheading and sponsoring a big health and wellness fair out at Floyd Lamb State Park on the first day of spring, March 21st. It's a Saturday. Happens to be the same Saturday that Floyd Lamb State Park has a farmer's market out there. Cool. So if you haven't been out to Floyd Lamb State Park recently, you got to go check it out. It's an amazing jewel of the desert. It's in the northwest part of the valley. But we're having a big health and wellness fair that's definitely going to be marketed towards and aimed at reaching out to the veterans community, active duty and retired in the valley, and anybody out in the community that would like to go out to a beautiful place and meet a lot of people and sample the good the goodness that's out there. And so March 21st, we're having that first co-sponsored health fair. It's with a great nonprofit. I expect to be able to get a lot of great media exposure because of the nonprofit affiliation. Free exposure for the little guys that could never pay or have the connections to get in with the bigger news media outlets. And that's what we're doing going forward.
What time is that event?
It's an all-day event. Starts at 10 a.m. and it's just going to be going up until the mid to late afternoon, really till it gets to be dusk. And there's going to be things all day long, education, samples. We'll have Juice Plus gal, Darlene Maya. She's going to be signing on to bring out her tower garden, which is pretty cool. It's this whole growing system, which
I've seen it.
Yeah, grow fruits and vegetables and other things.
Fanya Wheeler has one.
Yeah.
Yes, Fanya Wheeler and Patty Ledbetter, a couple of my Juice Plus lovey-doveys. So yeah, it's gonna be great. So you can come out, learn how to grow some vegetables or whatever you want to grow out in the valley.
Can you grow chocolate?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Cocoa beans.
Yeah.
What
can you grow cocoa beans in this climate? That would be like a tower garden challenge.
It would be interesting.
Is there a fee to get into the park for the event?
It is a free event for the public. So
where in the park, by the way?
So when you come into the main part of the park, you come in and you park, and it's going to be where the horse corrals are, and in front of the old dairy barn. That's where they're going to be doing some demonstrations and some symposiums. But we're going to be taking over that whole place, so
cool.
It's going to be massive.
Are they going to have horse rides for the kids?
They are horse and wagon rides.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. My daughters went out there a couple weeks ago to check out the Horses for Heroes program, and it was amazing. Little Lulu, my little 4-year-old Lulu, got a ride on Mason, the beautiful little blonde horse out there.
Very nice, very nice. So all that's going to be available on the 21st of March.
It is. And if you will, if you go to the Las Vegas, it's actually VegasHealthFitnessChamber.com. You can get my contact information and get more information on that. Or check me out on Facebook. We've got it posted in Facebook. I literally just took the reins of this position and getting all of the back work done now, getting the website updated, all of that. But if you go to the Facebook page, just search either my name, Nicole Taylor Sharp, and it'll take you right to the Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber page, or just search Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce. It's a mouthful, but it's worth it.
Okay.
You find it.
On your membership, Nicole, do you have both individuals as well as corporate stuff?
So coming into it, the first year was developing relationships with individuals, smaller sole proprietors. So we will be rolling out a whole new membership level with corporate memberships and platinum sponsors and things that are more appropriate for different sizes of businesses. But right now you're looking at an individual membership is $330 for the first year, $295 on renewal. So for about $25 a month, the small business out there can get a lot of social media coverage. We spotlight our members on our Facebook page, on our website, and get them out on social media. We do ribbon cuttings. We offer lots of networking events. We're going to be doing a big expo this fall So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity, and for $25 a month, that's a pretty good investment
beat
of your
it.
marketing
That's a great
dollar.
price, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is that something that obviously just businesses that are affiliated with that health and fitness arena are eligible to join?
You know, I am wooing all types of businesses out there because I believe when you talk about health and fitness and wellness, it can really cover a lot of things. I met with a financial planner today, and we were talking about the concept of financial fitness in your life, and not only just for clients and members of the public to tap into the chamber and find, these members and be financially fit, but there's a lot of really great, for example, personal trainers out there, and they could be the best personal trainer out there, and they could not necessarily financially plan their way out of a wet paper bag. So I think that tapping into other industries and having them be resources and available for our traditional health and fitness industry businesses, as well as people that just have a healthy, well-rounded business philosophy to be on the marquee. I would love to have the appropriate type of businesses on there. So,
And you can have businesses that could, basically join for the benefit of their employees.
Yes.
To help them,
yes.
find appropriate health and fitness.
Yeah, I had another meeting with a big HR person in town that works for a company that I'll wait to say until we firm up the deal. And we were talking exactly about that, being able to have them join as a member as corporate sponsors and giving some great opportunities for some discounts and some inside deals for their employees, as well as our members coming in and participating in smaller health fairs at companies. That's one thing that I did with the Fit Chicks for years. My catering business that I used to have, it was corporate catering. So I had relationships with Nevada Orthopedic and Spine, and big.
That's where I'm going
they're
next
great.
week.
They're great.
For my
Great group
knee.
of doctors. Yeah, they're a great group of doctors. And businesses like that. Global Cash Access, GC, is one that every year I will go and participate in their open enrollment period, their health fair. I'd set up a little boot camp. I'd have a table with my nutrition supplements and my products and information that the Fit Chicks offered. And I had access to their 220 employees in town every year. Those are the type of relationships that I'm now going to help broker and play a little matchmaker, play a little fitness cupid, and make those opportunities available for members and for employees.
You're listening to Nicole Teller Sharp, joining us here in Vegas Unwrapped on Vegas All Net Radio. She is the new director of membership for the Las Vegas Chamber of Health and Fitness. We'll have more with Nicole on the other side. Phillips and Cash, Bobcat on the board, JPEG handling the video. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. Phillips and Cash with the rest of the crew here, and we've just been inundated with two more visitors to our studio. You want to introduce our two visitors there, Miss Nicole?
Yeah, I brought some young hot babes with me into the Phillips and Cash show. I know that always goes well. I brought in my 10-year-old daughter Lane and my 4-year-old daughter Lucia, a.k.a. Lulu the Great and Terrible. So
Wave to the cameras, ladies.
hello. And here I thought that I'd have issues with her. I gotta go potty, mommy. I gotta talk. Can I tell you something?
No.
And yeah, she's silent as a stone.
That's right.
We'll have her going in a few
The
minutes.
cat's got her tongue.
Right. We'll
Absolutely.
ask
Better
her
than the
about
cash.
We'll ask her about Frozen.
Oh,
That's the easiest thing
Yes,
to do.
yes.
Exactly.
Who do you like better, Elsa or Anna?
Before she shed both her socks and shoes in the green room, she had one Elsa sock on and one Anna sock on. So
See, I know about this.
that's how
stuff.
Lulu rolls. You do.
Sure, well.
Good job.
Grandchildren.
Mr. Cash, you said you had a question
Yes,
as
I
we were
did.
talking during the break.
Are there any programs out there right now that are exclusively designed for health and fitness for seniors?
Oh, that's a great question. Absolutely, there are people who specialize in our baby boomer population, and yeah, I would be happy to get some information out there for what members in particular deal with that. There's a lady that I've been giving her contact information by 3 separate people now. That runs a big senior program, and I'm looking forward to getting together with her. Redhead Marketing, Redhead Senior. So, okay, that's right. We'll fix it in a minute. And yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Because I am interested in
So, yeah,
learning more about that.
Yeah, I love that. Up and coming. I will definitely keep you updated. A really great way to find out what information is going to be unveiling and rolling out this year with the chamber is really to follow us on our Facebook page. Certainly the website as well. But I love to get more followers and expand the reach on that page. Social media, inbound marketing is such a powerful tool these days. So yeah, make sure you like us. I'll send you an invite if I haven't already.
So, Aaron, isn't it
I'm on the page right now, actually, sending out invites.
Isn't it amazing
Hey.
how people shy away from using the word unwrapped? they go, unveil.
That's right.
I
See
wonder
what we'll
why,
be
right?
unwrapping. Oh, speaking of unwrapping,
Oh,
I
look at this.
think John just passed some chocolate over to the girls to be unwrapped. So
Yes, they
there
did.
you go.
Well done, John.
Nice.
Better on them than
Now,
on me.
is the
Do you have anything for lazy baby boomers?
That's you and me. What are you talking about?
There are all kinds of levels of fitness and health out there, and I went to an energy session the other day with a lady. Actually, I met her on my here in this station. Her name is Siki Tao, and did a interesting thing where I just kind of laid down on her table. It wasn't yoga, it wasn't massage, it wasn't meditation. It was kind of a combination of all. And I'm telling you, I walked out of that room feeling more refreshed and recharged than I have in probably a year. So yeah, I could hook
I'll
you up with
sign.
some energy work, and we just
John and I are up for that.
yeah. There's a whole.
And
there's-
you didn't have to do anything. You just
I just laid there and we talked, and she did these little interesting things with my energy and chakras and all of that good stuff, and it was an interesting session.
Cool.
We just actually had a ribbon cutting over at Luminosity Wellness Center. It's over at Smoke Ranch in Tenaya, so if you're close into that area, there's all sorts of practitioners in that center that do things with energy and meditation and things like that. So yeah, it doesn't get any better than that, just going and laying down and
I was going to ask
relaxing.
Mr. Cash if he knew what a chakra was. Do you know what chakras are?
Yeah, that's when you stick your finger in the wall socket.
yeah, when you get plugged in. What are you talking about? I know all about that.
That's my boys.
I think they call it defib, don't they?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've got a big
Oh,
learning curve
my.
on all of that stuff. I'm open-minded to all sorts of modalities of health and fitness, but gosh, there's a
Does
lot
that
out
help
there.
you lose weight, though?
Well, you know what? I think any time that you're not eating chocolate, and I didn't eat any chocolate during that session, that it could be helpful.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Definitely all good.
It
Maybe
is.
maybe you guys will videotape my knee surgery from Nevada Orthopedic.
Gosh.
Okay.
That would be an interesting
I'll do it.
interesting post. I wonder if that would go viral. There's people that are always interested in who knows.
There's a fetish for everything out there. We
There
got
is.
the
Yeah,
knee surgery
what?
fetish.
If you're squeamish for blood, you watch that video and you're not going to be eating for a while. So
Yeah,
that would be me. I should not be in the medical profession myself.
Could help with the weight loss program.
Sure. For sure.
Very good. So
could.
give us some more contact information about the chamber and where people can learn. You just gave the Facebook page, but if someone wants to get some direct information,
So direct
should they do?
information, I would love to speak to anyone directly and personally that is interested in more information on the chamber. My telephone number that you can call me or text message me at any time is 702-539-4400. That's Nicole at 702-539-4400. And please blow up my phone. I'm excited to just go.
careful what you wish for. As I found out this past Monday afternoon myself.
Oh yeah.
I had
That's
to.
a good story.
I had to skip my afternoon networking meeting because John and I had an appointment with a client. And so what they've tended to do is when you miss meetings, the leader of the group, and you know who it is at Infinity. And
Tony,
yes,
we
Tony.
blew up Jerry Sugarman with all kinds of insurance
Well,
on vacation in Hawaii.
There you go. Well, they did the same thing to me on Monday while I was in a meeting. My cell phone was going off like a gazillion times.
You're loved.
Saying
it's
that
good
I
to
was
be loved
I
and
was
missed.
replaced is what the message was, because Mr. Cash went in my place for the meeting.
Oh,
It's
did you?
wonderful to have
And
it.
After the meeting, did Mr. Cash call you or text you?
No.
Oh no! I get a phone call
Why not?
from his phone. His face came up on my phone, and I thought it was him, and I just simply answered the phone. Thank you for having them blow up my phone. Little did I realize it was actually Tony and Jay Penton who were on the
Jay-
other end.
Jay Boyd.
because
Shenanigans.
Somebody left his cell phone at the location of the meeting. So out of the goodness of my heart, I tracked his wife down so that when he walked in the door, he had no choice but to turn around and go back to Angel Park and get his cell phone.
Oh, man.
It was fun, though.
There's worse places to have to go. Angel Park's a beautiful place.
It was fun being on the other side of feeling about being replaced. Yeah.
Nobody could replace you, Blue Bear.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Well, he's going out of town in a couple of weeks. You want to sub and
Oh,
co-host?
sure.
for him?
I'd love to come in and replace.
Right.
See how quickly they
The
forget.
lineup starts at the door.
See how quickly
Holy
they
mackerel.
forget, for crying out loud.
We've been taking sign-ups for a month.
That's right. That's right. Crazy stuff. Well, listen, Mr. Cole, thank you so much for sharing the chamber with us and your two lovely girls.
Thank you for
Why don't you
having
give
me.
a plug for Spotlight on Vegas Business?
So Spotlight on Vegas Business, produced by Vegas Unwrapped
Yeah.
Productions,
Hey,
can be heard every on Vegas AllNet Radio every Tuesday at 5 to 6 p.m. or download the podcasts. Or you can listen to us if you're an AMer on the AM dial on Tuesdays from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock at AM 1230 KLAV.
All right, there you go. Good stuff about businesses. You have guests coming up next week. Do you know who they are yet?
We do have guests coming up next week, and if Mark Weinberger wants to call in, he could plug who that is. But I've been so busy with the chamber that I've got chamber on the brain.
Well, he's on
I'm
Facebook.
the chambermaid.
I see he's on Facebook, so maybe we'll get a call from him if he wants to give a plug for his guests next week. So.
Yes, he can do that.
Ladies, thank you for coming. Do you want to say something on the microphone to some friends or anything? Anybody out there you want to say hello to?
Say hello to your friends on the radio.
What school do you go to?
Where'd he go?
Cassie's house.
Cassie's house. Cassie's house.
Cassie's
Shout
house.
out to preschool at
There you
Cassie's house.
go.
And Lainey, what are you?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess a fourth grader.
They're not. Yeah. Are you a fourth grader?
Yes.
She's a fourth grader at
Big Galloway.
Faye Galloway
Faye
Elementary.
Hey, Galloway,
Let's
that's
hear
one
it
of the
for
most famous schools in town.
Positive Panthers. Everyone put your
Yeah.
hands up for Panther Paws. What?
How do you know about that?
I've been around
I'm telling you.
almost as long as you have.
I'm telling you.
Speaking of school programs, Nevada Reading Week is coming up here in a couple of weeks, the first week of March, I believe.
I
Have
believe
you been
it is.
contacted yet?
Yes, and I
Okay.
have returned contact.
When are you going up?
I don't know. I told them I am available every afternoon that week or any day that week. in
Okay,
the
I'm going up
afternoon.
Tuesday about 10 o'clock.
Very nice.
So, all right, guys, thank you so much for stopping in. Catch Nicole every Monday and Tuesday on Spotlight on Vegas Business with Mark Weinberger. And, of course, check out the Chamber. They are on Facebook. Las Vegas.
Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce. It's a workout just saying it, but worth it every time.
Oh, Mark just sent in a message on Facebook. Guests this week are Bill Hargraves and Jessica Goody.
Oh, fantastic. Bill Hargraves is a fantastic luxury realtor. He specializes in higher-end homes. And Jessica Goody, she's kind of a big deal in the legal world. You could have caught her interview last night on TV with the
I
big
heard she was on TV.
e-cig case that she won against 7-Eleven. So, yeah, feel free to see Jessica and ask for a drink because she just won a big case.
Is she looking for any help? Any paralegals, legal assistants, legal secretaries?
You know, I could find out.
Please do.
Becker Goody's an up and coming office in town. So yeah.
Kimberly's looking. So,
All right. Well, we'll network.
Very good. I love it.
All right, Bobcat,
Take it.
take us to break,
I
man.
ain't got a mic, man.
I
so
know.
you'll-
Yell loud.
No, I can.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't do that.
I can do that for you guys.
It's still the first hour and we started downhill.
Well,
early.
with Nicole here, it's very easy to do that. So,
We want to thank Nicole for stopping by, and don't forget her program Tuesdays right here, 5 to 6 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com. You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped here on a Thursday night. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, JPEG doing the videos. Yours truly, the Bobcat on the sound side. We're coming back. Oh, no. Hold on, everybody.
all right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, and the cast of characters here. Before we get to doing it with Styles, we have somebody on the line from the East Coast, Mr. Cash. I saw this. I get this text earlier today of my daughter Radar, who is happily scraping the snow and ice off a car, and she's looking forward to it. And I reminded her of the graduate schools with which she's applied to. She'll have plenty of practice.
No question about it.
What's up, kiddo?
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Ricky.
How are you doing, sweetheart?
Say hi to JPEG and Bobcat. They're here, too.
Hi, guys.
Here we are.
What's
How's it
going on?
going?
Good, what's
Not
up?
much. Just figured I'd call in and say hello.
All right, what's happening in Towson Land?
Oh, everybody's trying to stay warm.
Yeah, what's the
And-
what was the temperature today?
With wind chill, I believe it was -6. With winds up to 20 miles an hour.
Oh, my God.
Are you crazy?
Is this the one that going to the School of Arts?
No, this is the one in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
We had 70.
Yeah.
We had a high of 72 today with no wind chill.
Oh,
It was
thank you,
gorgeous.
yeah. Everybody keeps reminding me of the beautiful weather out on the West Coast.
Oh, my gosh.
That's
Well-
okay. Wait till spring.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you have any
So some of my staff is listening if you want to say hello.
Oh, hello, staff. Who's there? Who's there, Stace?
We have Chris and Shannon and Zio and Marley.
Hi, Chris and Shannon, Zeal and Marley.
That's way more than I could remember.
That's because I'm younger
I
than you.
remembered Chris.
So you guys are all on duty tonight?
I'm not on duty. I'm just visiting
Oh.
downstairs, and I figured I'd call and say hello.
Put one of them on. Put one of them on.
Put one of them on.
Yeah, put one of them on.
Okay, hang on.
Good luck on this.
I don't.
Let me know how
I
that
don't know if
works
they're
out for you.
prepared.
That's okay. I don't want them prepared.
Come on, one of your hands to class. Hang on. Hang on.
Okay.
They're all running to the
I know.
door.
They're all hoping someone needs them right now.
Yeah, they're-
Because we're all on
Hello.
duty. Who's this? Chris?
This is Chris. Hi,
Hey.
Pop Cohen.
Hey, Chris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you're on duty tonight?
No, the other one's on duty. Want to say hi?
Oh, the other ones that are on duty want to say hi.
Hi.
Who's this?
Hi, I'm Zio, and I'm on duty right now.
Hi, Zio. How you doing?
I'm doing so splendid. I feel so honored to be able to be on your radio show right now.
Well,
actually.
I'm honored that you accepted not knowing what we were going to talk about.
Trust
Oh, are we going to talk about something?
me, it's no big deal.
Well,
Oh, okay.
so tell me, did you have any calls tonight? Any need for you? Any students have any
Sadly,
issues?
Actually, not sadly. Actually, thankfully, it's a great, like, chill night to be on duty right now because it's, like, so freezing cold over here. So, like, all the residents
All the phone lines are
staying in their
down.
dorms.
Yeah, no one's trying to crawl out after curfew or something.
No
right?
one, no
Right.
one. So it's beautiful, and there's no noise. It's a great night to be on duty.
All right, last question I have for you. What's the craziest thing you found in a dorm room that was not supposed to be there?
Oh my gosh! Can I tell you that on my floor,
Yeah.
I had a drug dealer on my floor.
Oh, no.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
Craziest thing. I found everything, like things you don't even know of. I found in that room that I can't even say right now.
Why not? You're on the radio. We're on the internet. You could say whatever you want.
Okay,
And
so
don't
I
forget
found-
YouTube.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I found like so much paraphernalia and like gallon bags of marijuana. It was so
Gallon
crazy. I
bags.
was like, oh my gosh. The officers kept walking in the room and we're getting like high just off the smell. It was so crazy.
So what happened to the
It was-
students?
Oh my gosh, she got taken out arrested. She got handcuffed.
I want to know what happened to the pot.
It's in the evidence log.
How much
Sadly,
of- how much of it
took
did you turn
They
in?
took it with them. They took it with them.
Wow.
In bags and bags. Yeah, it was crazy. It was so crazy. Like we had like Baltimore County cops, Baltimore City cops, Towson cops. Like it was a crazy
Wow.
incident. It was so crazy.
And
Yeah.
how long ago was this?
Last semester, actually. It was
Wow.
like mid last semester.
Wow. Was Radar part of that?
She'll
Was
never
what?
tell.
Was Stacy part of that? Did she help you with that bust?
Stacy was at the desk. They were morally supporting me because I had to keep running up and down to like let the officers in and like mediate the whole thing because like I couldn't stand in the room.
Gotcha.
But like I still had to take notes and like take account of everything that was going on for the incident report.
Wow.
So it was
Gallons of
interesting. It was definitely an experience as a first year.
Were you a little hungry after that? Or?
Did you have the munchies?
No, I did not have the munchies after that incident, but the officers did.
But
They
the
were
but
there.
the
Their
officers-
eyes
Yeah,
got
yeah.
red.
It's great.
We always used to say cops had the best dope.
Exactly.
They do.
Exactly. They had the munchies for donuts.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen. we
Yeah,
thank-
that's why they all
Right.
love donuts.
Exactly. We thank you for taking a few minutes with us, darling.
Oh my gosh, no problem. I'm gonna pass her back to Stacey so she could say her final goodbye. Thank you so much for having me.
You got it. When the archive is up or the YouTube is up, I'll send it to Stacy so you can hear yourself.
Hi.
All right. Bye.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Ricky.
Hey, kiddo.
Another satisfied Vegas Unwrapped, unwilling, unknowing guest.
Hey, we go to all depths to unwrap whatever stories we can around here.
That for sure.
All right, kiddo. Stay warm out there, huh?
All right, love you guys.
By the
Have
way,
a great night.
have you shaken your? You sound better. You got rid of your cold from last week.
Yes, yes,
All right.
I have gotten rid of the cold. I'm feeling much better.
All right, good.
Hopefully, I don't get sick again with this weather. So.
All right, well, just warmly.
Yeah, well, in time for my interviews, you know?
That's right.
Murphy's Law.
There you go. All right, kid. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you.
All right, love you guys. Have a good
All
night.
right. Also on the line, we have another call. Right?
Oh, boy, man. You better watch out, Ricky Cash.
Mr. Cash, why don't you welcome this guest in?
Go ahead, Ricky Cash.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Oh, it's the Camster. It's Cammy
Yes,
Cash. Sometimes
it is
known
the
as
Camster.
sometimes
I
known as-
just thought I would give you a call to let you know that Kyrie's going to be having a visitor from the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, it finally came out.
Yes, it finally came out.
Oh, wow. And I thought you were calling me to tell me that you had an interview tomorrow.
So what happened? Ted lost a tooth?
No, not Ted.
At this hour?
Oh, my
I don't think so.
really? Well, that's great. I'm glad she
But I'm
lost.
listening to you on the radio, too, so.
I'm glad she lost it at her house rather than at ours.
At our house, it would have cost us
It would have
$10.
cost us a lot of money.
It still will.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh, I'm sure it still will.
I just saw the picture that
Oh, there it
Stephanie
is.
posted on Facebook.
There's the picture. Son of a gun.
Isn't that cute?
That's
Jeez.
adorable.
Wow.
Isn't that adorable?
You know,
Unbelievable.
the cost of teeth have gone up over the years, you
Yeah,
know.
they really have. I remember when I used to get a quarter.
I used to get a quarter
That's because yours is made of
or a
wood. That's
dollar,
why.
maybe.
He's
Dang,
relentless.
girl.
Unbelievable. How much does it
Yeah.
cost now? How much does
I'm
it?
so excited for her.
$5.
$5?
Wow.
$5?
Wow, I'm gonna go pull the rest of my damn
I'm just
teeth
going to
out.
say, I'm going home and find the pliers, man.
Try to do it for two kids at the same time.
Holy
Well,
moly.
if it's $5 a tooth, where's the 15 that the 3 were taken out of me last a couple weeks ago?
When you reach a certain age, you're not grandfathered into the law.
Aww.
Sorry.
You just missed it on your birthday. You passed the legal age limit.
True,
And,
so
and,
true.
and of course, you don't want me to mention what number birthday that was.
Oh, hell no.
29.
You'll be sleeping on the couch.
29.
You tend to
No.
spend a lot of time on that
Just
couch.
reverse it, sweetie.
92? That's me.
No.
Back to the couch.
25.
25. Okay, that sounds good.
Back to the couch he goes.
Yeah, well, what can I tell you? Anyway,
All right,
well,
sweetie.
good job.
I'll see you when you get in.
Yeah, that'll be after an hour of downhill radio. So we will
Yeah.
we will talk to you soon, and good job for Kyrie.
Yes, she's
All right.
excited.
All right, you have a good night. I'll catch you later.
All right, love you guys.
All right. Thanks, Cam.
Bye.
All right. Before we close out the top of the hour, you want to do it now? Or you want to save it for the other
let's
side?
save it
Whatever,
for
whatever works for
Let's
you.
save it for the other
All right, then let's go to the top of the hour break. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 coming around the corner. We'll kick it off with Doing It With Styles. We go downhill from here in hour number 2. Maybe some celebrity birthdays, some dates in history, some unwrapped treasures, weird news, banter.
And a pet peeve.
And a pet peeve.
Oh, yeah.
And a quick sports report.
And a quick sports
Yeah, that's
report.
right. Yeah.
How are we going to do all that in an hour? Well, stick around. We'll figure it out.
We could do it in 12 minutes.
So leave a lot of dead air time.
You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, JPEG, yours truly, the Bobcat. Back for the second half of the show. Hold tight, everybody. We're going downhill.
It's time for Doing It With Style. Sponsored in part by A.A. Casaro Plumbing and Construction.
All right, we kick off hour number 2 with Mr. John JPEG Styles, and it's time for this
That would be
weekly
me.
his weekly award of Doing It With Styles.
Okay. This week, this award has a special meaning to me personally.
Oh.
Because today is the 70th anniversary of the Battle of Iwo Jima. We remember the courage, commitment, and sacrifice of the brave Marines who hit the Black Sands and raised Old Glory upon Mount Suribachi. Semper Fidelis. So,
Semper Fi.
Doing It With Styles, the United States Marine Corps.
Absolutely terrific. Great job.
Yeah, they did good.
Great
they
job.
did good. Speaking of which,
Thank you for listening to Doing It With Style. Sponsored in part by A.A. Casaro Plumbing and Construction. And heard exclusively on Vegas Unwrapped.
Okay. So, a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if you guys have noticed. I think you probably haven't because you haven't mentioned anything. A couple of weeks ago, I did a Doing It with Styles, and I ended up sending it off to the President of the United States.
Oh, yes.
And I've noticed that the last couple of days, there's been some guys hanging around my house in suits with some earpieces, and
I've been getting phone calls.
I was wondering if you guys any seen.
I've been getting phone calls like job job referrals asking me about you. So I don't know if that's got anything to do with it.
Okay,
but I've noticed an uptick in my requests about you. So
okay. Yeah, I just...
have you gotten anything?
You haven't seen any
They don't give me any respect. I'm already wanted.
How about you, Bobcat?
I warned you about this when I told you the little story about my father when he was the head of the Phi Gamma Deltas, which is the Fijis, okay? And they all decided to have one wild party and called up the White House and wanted to invite the president to come to the party. Well, the next morning there was about six Secret Service agents knocking on the door, man.
Well,
I warned you.
Just keep an eye out.
Okay.
If you see anything suspicious.
How special.
I did put at the bottom of the email that I sent with the award included and a copy of the video from the show that please don't send the Secret Service. I'm harmless. So whether or not he believed it, we'll see. But just kind of, if you would, just keep your eyes out and
there you go.
See if you see anybody lurking around. So
just don't send them in my direction.
Don't send them in mine.
Yeah, really.
Great.
So if I disappear,
well, then we'll call Ryan to come in and videotape.
See, there you go.
Everybody's replaceable, even me. So
he's always got a plan B.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta. If Triple H didn't teach me nothing, you gotta always have a plan B. So,
yeah.
All right. Good job tonight with the Marines in Iwo Jima. God bless those guys and gals who served and protected us. And
that was some battle.
Yeah.
If you've seen recreations,
I have honest
stories about
I have a bag of sand from Iwo Jima, the actual sand from the island.
Wow.
That was given to me a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right. Well, let's change it up a little bit. Let's go into some celebrity birthdays. We haven't done birthdays in a while. We'll have some fun with some birthdays, Mr. Cash. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
By the way, just a couple of belated birthdays. Last Friday was my niece's birthday, Miss Gavi, who has turned 12. That's where we're going back for the bar mitzvah in a couple of weeks.
A little early, isn't it, for 12?
That's the way it falls out for her.
How about that?
Yeah, she's the one that's named after my mother.
Seriously now,
Yeah.
I have a question. And,
Sure.
and I mean, I'm somewhat familiar with the Jewish faith. And you always see the things on TV or the comedy sketches or whatever about
Right.
the young boys in the bar mitzvah.
Right.
So what's with the girls?
Yeah.
I mean, why,
It's called a bas mitzvah.
Right.
Or a bat mitzvah.
Or a bat mitzvah, depending upon whether you're a Sephardic Jew or what's the other one?
Ashkenazi.
Yeah, Ashkenazi.
Ashkenazi.
So it all depends.
It's like Ishkabibble.
The difference really depends on what sect of Judaism with which you come from. In other words, in Orthodox, like I was brought up and like they are being brought up, she does not participate in the Sabbath services on Friday night or Saturday because it's strictly a men thing. So what my sister's doing for my niece actually is the Wednesday, whatever that Wednesday date is, the 4th or whatever it is, she will actually be participating in a service for a Jewish holiday that starts that night called Purim, which is the harvest holiday,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
And then Saturday we'll be going to synagogue, and my dad and I and probably my brother will get honors during the service, and the other family members. Then after services, there's more food, and everybody gets a little celebration, and Sunday's the big party. So
Right.
that's kind of what we're going on.
It's like for the young men, it's a rite of passage. Or
Same thing.
Right,
Yeah,
same thing.
Same
It's just
thing.
for the girls.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
But you never see anything about that in the movies or anything
No,
like
because
that?
because no matter what sect of Judaism you are,
Right.
the boys participation generally is the same on just about all levels.
Right.
For the girls, it depends if you're Hasidic, Orthodox, or whether you're Jews for Jesus. They're all going to be different.
Okay.
That's why.
Gotcha.
So
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. If you're celebrating a birthday today, February 19th, we want to wish you a happy birthday from all of us here at Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio.
Don't you have a niece that's got a birthday coming up?
That's the one I just mentioned.
That's what I thought.
Yes, although yesterday, if my mom was still alive, she'd have been 73 yesterday.
Wow.
Miss
My
Bob-
dad was Monday.
Miss Bobcat had a birthday yesterday, too.
That's right. Happy birthday.
Miss Bobcat. We won't tell her age.
Here we go. Singer Smokey Robinson is turning how old today?
74 today, sir.
I'm gonna say about. I'm gonna say 71.
74, 71.
I knew it. See? You all right? No, that's what I said the same thing, 74.
Okay, you both would have been wrong. It's 75. Singer Lou Christie is turning how old?
Lou Christie. Lightning strikes. Lou Christie. 69.
74.
72.
72 is the correct answer, Mr. Cash. Good guess. Actor Michael Nader from All My Children is turning how old? I know you watch the soap operas.
You know mine.
66.
I have no clue. I don't even know who that is.
I'd say he's 70 years old. He said 66.
33.
70 is the correct answer, Mr. Bobcat. Good job. Author Amy Tan. She wrote The Joy Luck Club.
Oh, yeah.
She's still alive? The Joy Luck Club came out in the 60s.
She's 77.
77.
I'm going to say 82.
82.
Let's split it down the middle and go 81.
How about 63, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Actor Jeff Daniels is turning how old?
What are you playing?
67.
Pleasantville, Dumb and Dumber, Arachnophobia, The Squid and the Whale, Good Night and Good Luck.
Newsroom.
64.
64. I heard a guess before.
67.
67.
I'll say 66.
60 would be the correct answer. Prince Andrew, member of the British royal family, is turning how old?
He's the one who married Fergie, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Prince Andrew married Fergie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is 58.
61.
60.
55 would be the correct answer. Singer Seal is turning how old? In case you need a reference, he's married to Heidi Klum.
Yeah.
Yes.
The lucky bastard.
Yeah. And he did that with his, looks like a seal.
He's about as smooth as one, ain't he?
Yeah, he's smooth. 35.
41.
44.
51 would be the correct answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's still married to Heidi Klum.
That's he's still married, exactly. Justine Bateman, actress, is turning how old? She played Mallory Keaton on Family Ties.
Yeah.
And is Jason Bateman's older sister.
51.
51.
56.
56.
54.
49 would be the correct answer.
She's still, okay.
Actor Benicio del Toro is turning how old?
50.
55.
61. He's probably 35.
48.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see. Victoria Justice, teenage star of Nickelodeon's Victorious.
Wouldn't have no idea. Never heard of her.
Just follow the trend of the birthdays, gentlemen.
I'd say she's
41.
27.
What did you say?
41.
41?
Yep.
27.
27?
40.
21 would be the correct answer. And mercifully, that does it for tonight's version of Celebrity Birthdays.
We were
Wait
nice.
a minute.
We were nice.
21?
21.
Mhm.
Yep. That's correct.
I thought that show went off the air 21 years ago.
No.
Okay.
Nickelodeon's channel's not even 21
gotcha,
years
gotcha,
old,
gotcha.
I don't think.
Okay, yeah, okay.
All right, it's time for a couple of dates in history to see what our gentlemen know about that.
Uh-oh.
What year did Dick Clark premiere the American Music Awards, Mr. Cash?
Wow. 1978.
Any other guess?
72.
1974. You guys are all around it.
Okay, I'll let him know.
What year did Kiss make their TV debut in Don Kirshner's rock concert?
Do that one again.
What year did Kiss make their TV debut on Don Kirshner's rock concert?
1977.
1975.
73.
74 would be the correct answer.
Tell me we weren't close.
What year did a controversial anti-smoking public service announcement air for the first time on television with Yul Brynner?
Oh, I remember that too.
Yule. He died.
64.
I'm going to say maybe 1969.
Guys aren't even in the right stratosphere.
I'm answering the phone, and I got a remark here. So
okay, 1987 would be the correct answer.
He was still alive.
87?
That's right.
Should probably die.
He filmed the ad shortly before dying of lung cancer.
I remember that.
Brenner made it clear in the ad that he would have died from cigarette smoking before the ad aired.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't like that one. I don't like that.
While he's looking up the next, we got a phone call from Miss Cammie again, and to advise you that the Sealster and Heidi broke up about 2.5 years ago. So Seal don't have Heidi; he's just Seal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not according to the information I have, but okay.
We got a current update.
There you go.
And she always has her eye on the law.
The museum at the Oklahoma City National Memorial Center was dedicated in what year?
What?
The museum at the Oklahoma City National Memorial Center was dedicated in what year?
2000.
Anybody else?
And 2.
And 1 would be the correct answer. What year did New Jersey become the third state to offer civil unions to gay couples?
Yesterday.
No, that was Alabama.
Oh.
No.
Seriously.
Wait.
Third state.
2011.
I'm going to go a little early. I'm going to say 2008.
2007 would be the correct answer. And last but not least, what year did an alien Fidel Castro resign the Cuban presidency after nearly a half a century in power?
Wow.
His brother Raul was later named to succeed him.
Yeah.
2013.
No. 2009.
2008 would be the correct answer. And that does it for dates in history of this version of the show. Man, you guys were off beat 1-to-1 for birthdays between Bobcat and Cash. And
we were close. We were close on the dates in history.
Yeah, but close don't buy you nothing.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's step aside for a quick break. When we come back, I got some topics with which we'll talk about.
Got you a sports report ready too, sir.
All right, we'll come back with that. You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped with Phillips and Cash and the crew. Bobcat, JPEG here in studio. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. It is now time. We'll turn it over to the Vegas Unwrapped Sports Desk, Mr. Bobcat.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Good evening, everybody. Bobcat here from the Sports Desk from Vegas Unwrapped. Let's get you started with the NHL. 2 games on the schedule on the ice tonight. We've got Washington, a winner over Winnipeg 5-1, and the Columbus Blue Jackets score 1 up on Pittsburgh 2-1. NBA action, 1 early game. We've got Dallas up on top of Oklahoma 83-73, and the late game tonight features 2 California teams. Sacramento will go up against the LA Clippers. NCAA basketball for you, the number 16th ranked Maryland Terrapins 69 over Nebraska 65, and SMU was a winner over Temple tonight 67-58. NASCAR report for you from Daytona dual race number 1. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, Joey Logano, Tony Stewart, and Clint Boyer, your top 5 in the dual race number 1. Second shot out was Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, and Mr. Kyle Edwards, along with Greg Biffle and Martin Truex Jr. The Great American Race takes place this Sunday at the Daytona International Speedway. Bobcat for Vegas Unwrapped Sports.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Where are you
Bobcat.
going to watch that, Bobcat?
Actually, I will catch the first part of it at home, and then just depending with the show, we'll catch the last of it here on the internet.
What time does it start?
Race time here is a 1 o'clock East Coast time, so we're looking at what, 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock. I think the green flag goes at 10:26.
Very nice.
All right.
Cool.
That's what's happening there, and so we're looking for a great weekend there.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Bobcat.
Yes, sir.
I was watching some of the prelims, I guess they call it, and there was a crack-up, smash-up that took out, 10 cars?
Yeah, they had
Wow.
a couple of big ones. Denny Hamlin got into it with Danica Patrick on a couple. Jimmy Johnson's had to go to a backup car. Dale Jr. and Denny Hamlin failed post-race qualifying inspection, so no matter how they ended up today, those two will start at the back of the field.
Dale was supposed to be in what, the first row?
He was in the second row, outside second row, but failed the post-race or the post-qualifying inspection, so automatically there was some spoiler problems or whatever.
So the car was on drugs.
Yeah, it was on drugs. It had its PEDs or whatever. So anyhow, they'll start in the back. Current odds. Before this, 2 weeks ago, it was 4-1 Dale Earnhardt Jr. to win the 500. He's up to 12-1, gentlemen. I'll tell you what, a $20 bet right there. I think I'd snatch on that one.
I don't know. You got to come from, 33 cars behind?
Well, and I'll get out of it real quick, but if you remember years ago, Dale Jarrett was famous for qualifying on the front row at Daytona and Talladega. He would stay out to get his bonus points for leading the lap, and then he'd let the throttle off and go clear to the back and let all the melee go on. With about 10 laps to go, here we come Dale Jarrett up through the back.
Wow.
So
that's a great story. I never knew that. But then again, I was never a big, I'm on the periphery of that sport.
Yeah.
I'll watch Daytona, and for actually, if I can, I'll watch that whole race. And that started the year that Dale Sr. was killed there.
And actually today was the anniversary of him. And also, real quickly, good to see Las Vegas dim down the lights for Tark this past weekend. I don't know what happened. I didn't get the final of the game. Did they win or lose?
They lost.
They lost. And also, I wanted to make this point. I've never been a big Duke fan coming from the Carolinas, but this I saw photos of this, and a great thing. Of course, they lost Dean Smith and Jerry Tarkanian, and Mike Krzyzewski went to Dean Smith's funeral dressed in all Carolina blue. What a class act for that.
Well, the class act for that Carolina-Duke game last night at Duke had all the coaches and players get in a circle, arm in arm, and did a minute of silence for Dean Smith. And I'll tell you what, I had chills watching it. And then go right to the pregame ceremony for the talk last night, and then dimming the lights at 10:30. It was like it was totally moving, cool. And it was well done. I got to give credit sometimes. Everybody rips this town, but I'll give credit to it that it really showed its good side once again when I think it counts.
Yeah.
He's only the 8th person that has been honored by dimming the lights.
And you knew who the last one was? We just spoke about it. Mr. Dale Earnhardt Sr. was the last gentleman that the lights were lowered in Las Vegas for.
Wow, I didn't know that.
On the 10th anniversary of his death.
How about that? Okay, then, to get on to
Okay, so picking up the mood, Happy New Year to our Chinese listeners. That is the year of the goat.
It's the goat?
Yes.
Goat?
Have you ever eaten?
I know, and that sucks because I keep writing year of the fox on my checks.
Yes, right.
Have you ever eaten goat, Mr. Phillips?
No, I have not.
Well,
nor would I choose to.
It tastes just like chicken.
I'm sure.
Then why not eat chicken?
That's right. Saturday, March 14th at the Orleans Hotel and Casino.
March what?
14th from 11 until 3.
Don't push him.
Is the biannual, the 4th annual. I don't know why they call it annual when they do it every 6 months. The Senior Spotlight Spectacular.
Because they're seniors. They
but
they forget they did it 6 months ago.
But Nina's not, though. That's the thing. Portions of the proceeds for this year's event are going to our good friends over at Honor Flight of Southern Nevada.
Oh, cool.
So they'll be supporting them. Here's a list of the entertainment lineup that they have. The Bruce Harper Big Band.
Yeah.
The Anthem Jazz Dancers, Chadwick Johnson, Lisa Gay, Mark Giove, Genevieve, Willie Ray, who is the James Brown tribute artist.
Is that the guy we know?
Yes, the one that blew out our eardrums at that event that Paige was running at the Italian American Club a few years ago. Janet Valentine, who is the Marilyn Monroe tribute artist. Cat Ray, our good friend Jeannie Bry, and Sith and Deanne. Sith is the Prince tribute artist. That's Saturday, March 14th. Tickets are available. It's free to the public. Free buffet, over 100 exhibitors, wellness checks, live entertainment, fun for the whole family. Phillips and Cash will probably be there with the table as well, meeting people and sharing the good life of Vegas Unwrapped. So that's March 14th over at the Orleans ballroom area up on the second floor. I believe it's the Mardi Gras room.
When was Nicole's event? The 14th or the
21st?
21st.
21st.
Okay, so there we are. So we got our Saturdays planned for March. How about you guys?
Yeah.
I'm covered.
I can't go the 21st.
If you're done, man, stop up there and have a good prime rib dinner at the Loft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a great place.
I'll be away on the 21st. So, all right.
There you go.
All right, mentioned earlier, March 3rd is the debut of the Tony Martini Show, so make sure you tune in from 3 to 4 right here on VegasAllNetRadio.com. By the way, did you see that the Riviera Hotel was purchased by the Las Vegas Convention Authority for about $183 million?
Yes.
And it looks like all that they're going to probably do is implode it at some point and build more space for the convention center. Your thoughts on getting rid of a rather historical hotel for convention center
that's
space?
one of the last ones.
Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. They celebrated, let's see, it was 1955. So what's that, 60 years? Or something like that?
Yep.
60 years on the Strip.
Yeah. Wow.
Time to, with Vegas, it's always
new.
It's always about the new. You take out the old and you bring in the new.
What else is left after the Riviera? What's left?
What's
the
Flamingo?
From back then? The Flamingo,
and the Tropicana.
Yeah, that's it. You're
That's
right.
it.
That's it.
That's it, guys.
Wow.
The authority would use the site as part of its $2.3 billion Las Vegas Global Business District project, which includes 1.8 million square foot expansion of exhibit and meeting space.
You think there might be any room in there for an internet radio station?
Aside from the acquisition costs, the board will consider approving up to $8.5 million in additional expenditures, including $3.5 million from Morgan Stanley to handle the entire transaction.
Wow.
It's crazy.
The lawyers are going to make
I'd
a
handle
fortune.
it for half that.
I would do it for next to nothing.
5%?
Half that is next to nothing as I'm going to
1%.
get. Yeah.
1%, we'd all retire.
At a meeting this morning, the Clark County Commission, this was a couple of days ago, approved issuing a $185 million in bonds for the authority to fund the Riviera purchase. So
there you go.
That takes care of the Riviera and all their history. But, of course, age has caught up with that hotel because it is not one of the nicest hotels. When you walk in, it's musty. It's time. So
definitely time. They have a good restaurant there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher's
Steakhouse?
Yep.
Okay. Been there to see the Crazy Girl show. It was a good show.
I saw the Crazy Girls. When we first came here, Cammie worked there.
I used to date one of those
the 40
Crazy Girls.
They have the 40 for 20, the slot thing.
Oh, yeah.
She worked there for about 6 months. Yep, that was her first job here in Vegas. Right, she met a number of celebrities.
That was at first when my parents came out there at the Riviera is where they stayed because my dad loved the Tropicana, but it was booked. So they stayed at the Riviera, and they used to have Dino's Lounge there. Remember that? Dino's Lounge, which was Dean Martin's place in there, right?
That's right.
And he was in there coming out of the lounge, and my mom was playing a nickel slot machine, walked by, and she pulled the arm and hit for 500 on a nickel slot machine as Dean Martin walked by.
It tells you something.
What else have you got, Mr.?
Hey, if you're looking for a job for the summer, Wet and Wild Water Parks are looking to fill hundreds of positions. 450 seasonal positions are up for grabs at the Wet and Wild Park in the southwest part of the valley. So
from everything from lifeguards to shop, they have the shops there for sales, and it's amazing. And that's great summer employment for our young people.
Yeah,
I think it's really terrific.
Absolutely. So that does it for some of the hot topics that are going on that I pulled up. So why don't we step aside for a break? When we come back, what we're going to do is take a few minutes to go over some unwrapped treasures before we get into weird news to wrap up tonight's show. You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped on Vegas All Net Radio or on podcast or on YouTube, and we thank you for checking out what we have to offer as far as the best of Las Vegas. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. Coming around the clubhouse turn, I believe we have somebody on the line. Thank you for calling Vegas Unwrapped. Who's this, please?
This is Charlene with Miss Nevada Latina. How are you?
Hello, Miss Charlene. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash here. How you doing, my dear?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Thank you. Good to talk to you again.
Likewise. If I cut off, I apologize. I'm out, so it might get a little sketchy here. But I appreciate the invite to have me, call in and say hi to you guys. And I know we're excited about our pageant coming up here. I think that's the topic we're talking about today, right?
Correct,
Am I
yeah.
on this? Okay, good.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just solidified the date. It will be April the 26th
Okay.
at Fabrizio Banquet Hall. It's an absolutely beautiful place. I'm not sure if you've heard of it before. They're about a year old, but amazing, amazing venue. So we're really excited about this.
And where are they located?
It's off of Charleston in Maine. It's downtown.
Okay.
It's one of their revamp projects there. But this particular piece of property is very elegant, very beautiful. They call it the gem in the downtown gem or the hidden gem, or there's a slogan that goes with that there. But yes, we're excited.
Charlene, this is Ricky. I want to let you know that Aaron and I are giving each other our Spanish lessons.
Oh, you are, huh? I know. Yeah, we did talk about that there. So we're tying up some loose ends here, and we'll be in touch and see how that all works out. We have to build up a stage. There's some things that we're doing that are pretty exciting, and it's a 3-day event, just so you're aware of that.
Right.
The actual pageant will be on the Sunday, but we have activities for Friday and Saturday as well.
Well, whatever.
There's going to be some things going on, which I'll let Aaron in on all that.
Sounds great.
And whatever we could do to help promote it, we'll be there for you. Where can contestants or potential contestants get information?
They can actually go onto Facebook or Miss Nevada Latina or at Charlene. My face is on the actual organization for the directors on Facebook. Or you can go to our website. It's www.missnevadalatina.com. Or you can just look up Charlene Ruiz and I can direct you there. But, yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
terrific. Okay.
And then, of course, hopefully, if all goes well, we'll have you live in studio to help promote the pageant as we get closer. And whatever we can do to help support it would be, we'll be here for you.
Absolutely. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. You have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Charlene. We'll talk soon.
Bye, Charlene.
All right,
Looking
take care.
forward to meeting
Bye.
you.
All right.
Likewise.
See, there you go. We got a scoop direct from the co-director that April 26th, that weekend will be their activities, but the pageant itself will be on that Sunday.
It's spring. Cool. Spring is coming, and that's when we go into action.
That's right.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 events that we're already committed to participate in over the next month and a half.
And you were worried we'd have nothing to do.
Yeah, I was getting a little concerned. So before you get into your next thing, I want to talk a little bit about, the scheduling of what's coming up for both of us as far as Vegas Unwrapped. Next Thursday, the 26th, I may or may not be in studio because I will be...
You're tentatively scheduled.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm heading down to the Smith Center.
Right.
And we're going to do the preliminary interviews. Cammie and I are going to handle that chore while you and John here are in the studio with Bobcat. And, depending on how well we do and what we can do, we may stay there for the show. We may not. It depends on just, what's going on. So I know it's a perfect opportunity for you to audition for new people coming in.
There you go.
However, with that said, the following week, I've got Mr. Phillips going out of town.
So you're going to be auditioning for...
No, I've already got... My
okay.
co-host, Cammie, is already
Gotcha.
determined to come in and mix it up with you guys.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to... And we've got some guests already lined up for that March 5th. So we should have a fun show.
Yeah, I'll be calling in to check in on you from the East Coast.
And then I'm going away on the 17th, so I'll miss the 19th show.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know you've got all sorts of people lined up for that.
Yeah, we got a couple of business spotlights for that night. And
you got Nicole who volunteered to come in.
I got Nicole to come in and take your seat. So,
there you go.
anything can happen.
Well, that's us. It just shows how flexible Phillips and Cash can be.
People are lining up to co-host this show.
I'm telling you.
We also have Katie Kelly, who's willing to do it. Sada E is willing to do it.
It's incredible.
We should just take a month off, let them all do it. The ratings liable to go up.
I bet you we have more live listeners tonight because Nicole was on. Anyway, we're not concerned about listeners. We're concerned about being able to let you know that we are real people and we're out there to entertain you.
Why, is this a version of iRobot or something?
It could be. You never know.
Yes. On that note, please go to VegasUnwrapped.net. Click on the Ricky Cash Fan Club tab. For $10, $20, or $30 once a year, you can help make a difference in somebody's life. And in exchange, you get everything from T-shirts to show tickets to autographed pictures, headshots, a certificate, buttons, pens, you name it. We'll get it to you for $10, $20, or $30. If you can't remember that, go to our Facebook page. We're still sitting at 1,704 fans. I was hoping we'd get to 1,710 tonight, but with Kathy Rickley out of town, doesn't work very well.
By the way, we will have all of those Ricky Cash fan club items at the senior spotlight, senior spotlight spectacular on March 14th.
We will.
And we're going to have a sign-up table right there as well if people want to sign up for the club.
All right.
Don't you just love when he informs you of these things?
And they'll. It's like the guest. I don't know who's coming on the show.
You'll get an opportunity.
All right. You really want to do this now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so what?
You replied to the invites, don't you?
No, I'm talking about but she was supposed to be in the second hour.
Oh, so you paid attention tonight?
Of course I did.
Because it was Nicole. If it wasn't Nicole, you wouldn't give a crap who comes in here.
All right.
Let's not throw smoke.
Let's move on.
See, I got him. I nailed his ass.
I had a shave.
Yes, sir. He's only working himself to the couch. He's working himself to the couch.
Absolutely. Normally, he couldn't give a rat's ass who comes on this show and in what order. He doesn't read the production sheet anyway.
I don't have to. It's the same.
It's not the same.
No, it is not the same.
I noticed it because the new commercial for the auto place is well done.
Did you like the commercial for Tony's show also?
Tony's show.
Yes.
I did.
I thought it was pretty cool.
When it comes to Tony's show, and I'll be there for the first 2 weeks. I'll miss the third week.
So I probably shouldn't have put you in the title then.
You probably shouldn't have put that.
You're not even going to be there.
I'm going to be there because I really like that one.
I want that show.
I always request you, man.
Because
that show.
Tony in his 50 years, it's more like 90 years. And he's got such a great memory for detail.
Except for when he's supposed to be at places.
Well, that's different. It's called short-term memory and long-term memory. It's like me. I can no, it's nothing like me.
It's called sometimers.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
By the way, the commercial spot for Quality Benz, I'll give credit where credit is due. Obviously, John wrote that whole thing up. We did the first take. We did it in a minute 53.
I heard it was 14 minutes and 53.
Oh my gosh! It just seemed to have got. John looked at us after we recorded and said, "Fellas, that's a minute 53." So we looked at the script and we said, "All right, let's cut this, let's change this."
What kind of things did you cut out?
Just some of the extra detail of what you already heard in there.
The 3 different addresses, maybe.
Right?
Yeah, the
I
addresses.
caught that one right away.
Yeah. That was one.
See, you did teach me stuff.
That was part of it, and just some of the other ladder stuff. And we got it down to 53 seconds on take number 2. 57.
It was 57
on
seconds.
take number 2. So
not bad.
Got it done, and then the one for Tony I did in one take. So.
Yeah,
sure.
So it was good.
I was impressed there, man. He went through that, and it was just like, it's done.
Well, when you do it for 6 years.
He's been known to do some promos.
I have a pet peeve.
Okay, let's
hear it. I'd like
it.
to give a shout out.
I guess we'll skip over Unwrapped Treasures. Let's go to pet peeve, then break, and then
okay.
do
Sorry,
news.
but this is. Listen, if you buy a brand new car or you have a car that's a couple of years old, I want you people out there to take it into the dealer or whoever your mechanic is and get your damn signal lights fixed. Because you people that buy these cars that don't have signal lights that work, you better get it together. Because there's too many people out there on the road that don't use their signals. And they can't be that lazy that they can't click that little lever. So it's got to be something wrong with the car. So go get it fixed.
Like, get the hell out of the left lane if you're not cruising.
Wow.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Me too.
Wow.
Get out of the left lane. If you're just like strolling along, get the hell out of the left lane, man.
How lazy do you have to be that you can't put your hand on that lever and push it down or up?
I don't know. Pretty lazy, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what?
I agree.
I got one too.
Go ahead.
I'm tired of this road rage stuff.
Yeah, they caught the guy today.
Yeah, I know they did.
Yeah.
This road rage stuff is amazing. Can you imagine a life being taken because of some road rage incident? I mean, it escalates to a point where she goes home, gets her son, pulls out his gun, and then they go looking for the guy, and then when they can't find him, they come back and she gets shot in the head. Hello.
And the guy ended up living a block and a half
A block
away. They
away.
knew him.
A
They
block
knew him.
away. Yeah, of course they. There's tremendous understory behind this that we don't know yet. But I can tell you who's
No doubt.
researching it. Cammie is. She's researching this, and when she comes on the show on March 5th, we will have a segment, Eye on the Law, and it will be about this ongoing case that's going to that's already being spotlighted nationwide.
Yeah,
because
nationally.
it was- Nationally, because it was on Nancy Grace and all this other good stuff. So that'll be a portion of that March 5th show from Vegas Unwrapped. But stop.
A real upper of a topic.
Yeah, well, you know, this road rage stuff is crazy, man. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, people that are driving 85 miles an hour in a 65 zone. They had 2 major accidents on the 215
At Cheyenne,
at
both
Cheyenne today. And I know because I come home a lot of times on that 215 because I want to avoid the 15 and 95, right? And I go up that road, and I'm telling you, it is NASCAR. It is NASCAR up there, and it's no slowing down. It's you get off at an exit, and you're blessed. You're blessed to
That
get
you made
off.
it, yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
There was
Crazy
an
stuff.
accident there on Jones in the 95 yesterday morning. It had everything backed up all the way to Cheyenne.
Yeah, that's
And
my area.
And they want to raise the speed limit. That's special.
All right, I'm going to let our advertisers know that we're going to skip our last break. Let's go right into weird news. Since it's quarter of the hour already.
Gotcha.
All right. Figure since we're already at quarter of, we have about, 12 minutes left?
Yeah, about that.
All right, I'll kick it off while Mr. Cash puts his glasses on and pulls out the papers that I print for him week after week after frickin' week because he refuses to buy cartridges for his printer.
When's your birthday coming up?
April.
We'll get him some cartridges.
Even though the Office
we
Max...
need to chip in and get him some printer
The Office Max locations are going out of business, and everything is like 30 to 50% off.
I thought Office Depot and
That's why the Office.
Max were
That's why
met.
the Office Max are going away.
Okay.
Because
All right.
everything is being sucked into Office Depot.
Gotcha.
So, all right, here you go. You ready?
We're ready.
Ms. Meng Wang filed a lawsuit recently in New York City against Gildan Outerwear over her disappointment with cushy foot shaping tights. In television ads, Wang wrote a young model sashays down a city street with her eyes dreamily closed and moans and utters highly sexually charged phrases, including, "That's the spot," and "So good." Passerby are stopping their tracks to look at her with mouths agape. Wang said the ad clearly implies that the tights produce an orgasmic sensation of some sort, wrote Gothamness.com, but that she herself has come up empty.
Wow.
Camel toe.
You know, I don't even know. I don't even know if I could read this.
Okay.
To get it through the end.
Okay.
Because it's truly, to me, unbelievable.
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Read it out loud, not to yourself.
This is radio, by the way. Yeah.
In January, Captain Mercedes, a registered user of the Reddit.com social media site, announced that he compiled a data file cataloging every bowel movement he had in 2014 and was offering the file to other users to design hypotheses and visual representations of the data in ways that might improve his relationship with his alimentary canal. According to the data analysis website 538.com, the researcher used the standard Bristol stool scale, 7 categories of excreta by shape and consistency, and produced interesting hypotheses in the ensuing Reddit conversation.
Oh, God.
I told you that was a tough one to read.
God.
And it's interesting because I just had a conversation about
I thought
something,
you were just going to
something
say you had an
similar.
interesting movement there.
No, hey, believe me, I could. Never mind. Just move on.
Move on. Please.
Suspicions confirmed. A January examination of New York City records through New York City Open Data found that the 5 most common first names of taxicab drivers licensed by the city are 5 variations in the spelling of the name of
Jesus.
Nope.
Ahmad.
Mohammed.
The
last McDonald's burger to be sold in Iceland before the chain abandoned the country in 2009 has been on open display at the National Museum of Iceland. It was recently moved to the Bus Hostel in Reykjavik. Still in good condition, according to the hotel manager.
Hasn't rotted yet.
Some people have even stolen some of the fries.
Crazy.
What does that tell you about McDonald's if 6 years later it's still in good shape?
That would make for some interesting movement, don't you
Yes,
think?
it would.
And some interesting data.
Yes.
That's more data than we
Some
need. Thank you very
crappy
much.
food.
Now, this doesn't really pertain anymore because things have changed. While nearly all Americans enjoy low gasoline prices, residents of sea-locked Alaska towns, Barrow, Kitsubi, Nome, and Ketchikan, have continued to pay the same hefty prices, $7 a gallon, according to one January report on the Alaska Dispatch News. Though the price of Anchorage and Fairbanks resembles that in the rest of America, unconnected towns can be supplied only during a 4-month breather from icy sea conditions and thus received their final winter shipments last summer. The price the supplier was forced to pay then dictates pump prices until around May or June. Can you imagine living in a landlocked community where you just can't get out?
Well, New England's feeling that right now with 20 feet of snow.
Yeah, Boston.
Least competent criminals. 2 men remain at large after stealing an ATM from Casino Calgary in Calgary, Alberta in January. They had smashed through glass front doors, unbolted the machine, put it on a dolly, and rolled it to a waiting car, although it briefly toppled over onto one of the culprits. Managers told police the ATM was empty, disabled, and scheduled to be moved to another location later that day. The Calgary police officer expressed bemusement at the city's recent ATM smash-and-grab epidemic since the machines are hard to unbolt, hard to open, and emptied several times a day. It's a very ineffective way to make a living.
Let's go to the animal.
noted.
Let's truly go to the animal world, guys.
Do you really want to go there again?
Elephants in love.
Oh, God.
At least they're not camels. India
Yeah,
TV.
I've never heard of elephant toe, so.
Well,
Ooh, that's a big toe.
that is one big toe.
I've heard of elephant tusks, but that's a whole nother thing.
You get that one big toe.
India TV reported in January that a wild male elephant from an adjoining sanctuary had broken into the Nandan Kanan Zoo in Odisha, wildly besooted a female named Herrera, whatever. The male something like that. The male cast aside 2 other females trying to protect Herrera and mated with her. The male lingered overnight until the zookeepers could show him away. You want to talk about a one-night stand? How about this one?
At least he stayed the night.
A frisky male elephant crushed 4 cars in 10 days in January at Thailand's Khao Yai National Park. The result, said the park veterinarian, of the stress of the mating season. Only the last 4 cars were occupied, but no serious injuries took place.
The continuing crisis, and in this one you'll hear a terminology that is rather familiar here in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh! The man hospitalized in fair condition in January after being rammed from behind by a car while on his bicycle happened to be a man, Daryl Isaacs, age 50, one of the most ubiquitously advertising personal injury lawyers in Louisville, Kentucky. Guess what Isaac calls himself? Anybody want to take a guess?
Oh, I already know, so I won't do it.
The rear ender.
No.
Come on. Think about Las Vegas.
What attorney has one of
heavy
them?
hitter.
There you go. Isaacs calls himself the heavy hitter and the Kentucky Hammer for his aggressiveness on behalf of, among other clients, victims of traffic collisions. The soon-to-be poor driver told police the sun got in his eyes. And they're playing our tune, so that means only one thing. It is time for us to wrap up. We want to thank everybody for listening tonight. Whether you're listening live or you're listening on podcast, we want to thank Nicole Taylor-Sharp, the new membership director of the Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce. We want to thank her for stopping by tonight and spending some time and sharing her goals and aspirations for the organization, guys.
What a great lady she is,
Isn't she?
Yep.
Be sure to catch them on Spotlight on Vegas Business as well. Want to thank JPEG for doing his thing tonight as always. Want to thank Bobcat behind the board for pushing all the buttons. And Mr. Cash, what is your parting words for the evening, sir?
Got to be nice to each other because we are all we have.
All right, there you go. You heard it from the man himself. Have a great week, everybody. Next week, We got a busy show. Half of us will be here. The other half will be on location. So stay tuned. Check out YouTube. Check out the archives. Visit us on our website, VegasUnwrapped.net. Check us out on Facebook, Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio. Have a great week. Be safe. Stay warm no matter where you are. Vegas Unwrapped is a short bet every week to put a smile on your face. Have a great week, everybody.